What's up, Rams? I'm Victor Gonzalez. Today is April 4th, and welcome to the special Friday edition of the Ram Student News.
I'm Ashley Jackson, and today we have information on prom and much more. Juniors and seniors, don't forget about our special ticket sale that started last week. Don't miss the discount of $45 per ticket and $90 for a couple. Stop by the bookstore for our special offer now.
Still want to see your favorite male teacher or male student in a dress and high heels? A special thank you goes out to all of our models. Donate at lunch to the Prom Princess booth. Also, students, don't forget our combined talent and prom fashion show will be this next Friday at 7. We also need junior and senior volunteers, both male and female, to model. They can come to room 805 to sign up as a model.
You have one last chance to get into the yearbook, seniors. You can submit a baby picture with your name on it shown at and these will be added to the yearbook section. You can email maricopayearbook@gmail.com.
So Ashley, did you hear about sweep, or did you get swept?
I did hear about sweep, but no, I did not get swept. Why did you?
No, I didn't, but you know Judith?
Mm-hmm.
She's my fellow anchor in my other broadcast. Yeah, she got swept the day of the broadcast that we were supposed to film.
Oh, really? Did she make it?
Yeah, she eventually got back to class so we can film, but this brings up the issue with sweep.
Right. I think maybe like the punishment it doesn't really fit. Like, the whole purpose of students being late is so they don't have to go to class.
Exactly. You know, I talked to Mr. Chamberlain and Mr. Paquette, and they both think it's necessary because of the teacher's responsibility.
Correct, but maybe the punishment is a little silly.
Yeah, it's almost counterproductive because, you want students to be in class, yet you take them out the whole class period.
Right, so maybe like a detention or lunch or something else.
Yeah, definitely. And basically, a girl in my tech theater class mentioned that for it to be effective, we would have to have started it at the beginning of the year and not implementing it now.
Right, it seems like students are getting used to being able to slide by, and so they're not going to take it seriously or listen to their teachers when it comes to it when it's so late in the year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, enough on sweep. Are you interested in joining welding next year? Well, let's take a look at our welding course with Victor here.
Hello everyone, I'm here with the teacher of the welding class here at Maricopa High School, which is
Mr. Torres.
And basically, Mr. Torres, what can a student that wants to know about this class, what can they get out of this class, or what do they expect to get out of this class?
When you start a beginning welding program, we're going to introduce you to shop. We're going to show you tools. You're going to use our shop, and you're going to start looking at what you do in the real world in the shop. So when they're done with the first year, this is a year class, we look at students that are prepared, that want to learn, that either have some experience or want to get some experience. And by the end of the first year, they're introduced to all the tools, and they're expected to have shop etiquette with all the safety protocol that you would have with OSHA regulations and anything that they would need in the real world.
So what are the requirements to enter this course?
There is a grade requirement. If you're going to be in a beginning course, you're going to start as a freshman. There are some exceptions to the rule, and we can look at case by case, but you can also look at some of the grades and some of the stuff that you're going to do to perform. But there is no real requirement other than that you don't have any health issues, or that if your health issues allow you to have medication or something else, we look at that way, because you're going to be ingesting fumes and you're going to be looking at certain things when you're grinding. So as long as you're able to use your hands and everything, you'll be good to go.
All right, so can you tell me some safety precautions that might happen, or what you can do to prevent some injuries and stuff?
You're exposed and you're working with a lot of metals. You're fusing metals together, so there's going to be high temperatures, a couple of fumes, grinding. You're going to have a lot of metals that are going to be flying around, so you'd have safety glasses on. You have to handle hot metals a certain way, so there's a high risk potential to harm yourself, and we'd walk you through some of that to make sure that you're safe and there's accident-free zone.
Right, this would all be in the first course?
Yes, so the first course is going to introduce you to shop. We're going to walk you through some of the machines. We're going to show you the protocol that you would use to have any of them, and we walk you slowly until you have all your safety. We're going to have somebody showing you how to use the machine, and then once you've mastered it, you're good to go.
So Mr. Torres, what type of projects can you expect your students to be working on in all your courses here at Maricopa?
Beginning students are going to get introduced, and they're going to be looking at welding metals together. So they're going to be introduced to the different types of rods. There are 3 systems that we utilize here, and we're looking to incorporate aluminum, we have wire, and stick. So there's a couple of different things that they work on, and they would start by getting acquainted with the different styles. So you start from intermediate, then you start mastering, and then as soon as your beadwork starts getting better, then you start going into different projects. So intermediate students can be introduced to the welding rods, they can be introduced to small projects, and then as you go advanced, you start molding different things and fabricating. So your beginning students are learning. Once they're familiar with the torch and they're familiar with using the things, and they go into intermediate and advanced projects.
So,
Welding seems like a wild class. I visited it, and the students really love it. Our own Kane Cheshire hung out with Mr. Pollock to get some information on baseball. Here it is.
Hello, I'm Kane Cheshire reporting for Maricopa Rams Studio News, and joining me is Coach Pollock, who runs the junior varsity and varsity baseball for all the boys here at Maricopa High. Coach Pollock, it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
So tell me, how long have you been coaching baseball here at Maricopa High?
This is my 4th year at Maricopa High. I was the varsity assistant for 3 years, and this is my first year as the head coach.
Wonderful. Do you have more new players this year on your roster, or is it pretty much the same as you had last year?
We have 17 players, and 14 of them are returners.
New additions, but still, same pros. What areas are you and your team working on that you felt was a key issue from last season?
A lot of our players have been on varsity since their sophomore year. Since their sophomore year, and now they're seniors. So they have a lot of varsity experience. You know, they've been through what they're going to go through this year twice. So really their focus is on how to handle that. You know, in the past it was kind of new to them. This year there should be no surprises. It's kind of how are they going to handle success is what we're working on.
Awesome. When are the home games for this year, and where can students go to pick up a schedule in case they want to attend the game?
Our first varsity home game is right after spring break, that Wednesday, the 19th. Schedule's online, Max Preps, and that's always up to date.
Awesome. What is your hope for the team this year? Playoffs, championship, anything like that?
I don't know anything like that. I tell them I want this to be the most fun they've ever had playing baseball. You know, it's their senior year. I want them to be able to look back in 10 years and go, man, you know, that season was the most fun we've ever had. I believe my job is about creating memories, and that's my hope for this year.
Coming from a guy who's reporting who actually used to play baseball for a while, though, it's always fun when you have a coach like this who can just give you an experience. Well, Coach Pollock, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Yep, it's good to have you. I'm Kane Cheshire from Maricopa Rams Studio News. Back to you guys in the studio.
Today for lunch we have, as always, pizza, fish, or turkey tacos with Spanish rice, corn on the cob, and as always, our fresh and fruit salad bar. The Cesar E. Chavez Memorial Committee of Pinal County held their annual art competition this spring, and Alexis Williams, a junior here at Maricopa High School, won 3rd place in the competition. Artwork submitted was to reflect the life work of Cesar E. Chavez and his impact on the world and in the community. Alexis was invited to the award ceremony, which was held on March 7, 2014 in Casa Grande. The 3rd place prize was awarded $50. Well, Rams, it looks like that's all we have for our special Friday broadcast. I'm Victor Renee Gonzalez.
And I'm Ashley Jackson.
And you have yourself a fantabulous day, Rams.
With liberty and justice for all, would you please remain standing for a moment of silence?